kublai pi baro. Hagen ke por yang sampai pi shikne kubor jini teknologi news. Hashwa begini kami ia kimat bukongsan joko kubor mentaga tayo nakaliang UPCN ngai kublai ka Easter bakamen pi baro. Kimat bukongsan joko kubor mentaga tayo. Menjur kekenhuan menteri ya ke PF scheme na kebentak sekolah bat college deficit bat menentu ke jingkit tiu kerdan ya kinong tray ad-hoc. Antau ke Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council ke Special Committee ban pentelai ke AD rules. Dawa ke Komso ban pentrekam ya ke Special Intensive Revision bat ban pentelai ya ke ST order ban kenai sepasan ho. Aipor kesenjo kitrai bat nongnya kali kamai diberi nyau trap. Shtayo iki pulet ban kam ya bakta akti nongnya kali. Hadirin rubna yo kem kipulet yo bapanyap yo hebret hanongra. Syakam kan rungut agajeng kenra kipulet ginong demet haselong. Kat badan ki kendau lap nong bela yo shelbom na Kuala Pati. But penlong ke St. Edmunds School ya ke annual sports ke basis pak shipho. Kekenhuan menteri jong ke sarkar jela ke belai kendo ke Singbalang jong ke toyo kala ajeng menjor ke Meghalaya non-government schools and college employees centralized provident fund scheme arhajar arpun rio. Bat ya ka one time condonation ban ajing itu ya gejeng kenteu kerdan kam ya kinong tray ad-hoc kibala sya tung kampura haswa kesenam arhajar nyo. Menteri rangba kejelau Konrad Kongkal Sangma ulapan pauru bakalong badan kam ban pentre kam ya ka special intensive revision SIR ban penkuat ya ketup kerteng kinong tak vote ha kejela Meghalaya. Menteri rangba kejelau Konrad Kongkal Sangma habai keren bagi nong tok kubor Ulaong bagi sarkar jela telah menjor ya ke Meghalaya non-government schools and college employees centralized provident fund scheme arhajar arpundrio. Kemala saat tengah selamba nak kebentagi nong tray ki bamday ki school sarkar ne ki college sarkar. Ulaong bagi dan bonwet ki nong tray ki bamday ki school sarkar bat college sarkar bat dagaba pensyang nong rem kat komkaan keladon kejing nok senyang kabakatukan ni dari sarkar kam syumladan setia ke scheme kebabiang ban pentri kam kene kejing nok senyang. Kumta ke sarkar kala menjor kene ke skim berkinong tray ki bamday jong ke skol na college sarkar kinyo ekjing mentoy na ke provident fund. Ulang bagene ke skim kan tray kam na ke benta kinong hikai deficit ki nong tray heki skol bat college jong ki riushimet ke balabay tengkal lang ba kejing persyan ke sarkar kum ke St. Anthony's College ke St. Edmunds College ke Shillong College bat kiway kiba ke sarkar kala ay tulap kat kum ka deficit system.
No, this is the non-government teachers. So these are the deficit teachers mostly. So all the government, all the deficit teachers, I hope you remember the deficit teachers are basically all private colleges and private schools where government has given them grant in aid in form of deficit fund. So like colleges like, St. Anthony's College or, or St. Edmunds or Shillong College, Don Bosco. So these colleges that were there, where government is giving the salary in terms of deficit grant. So there, as I said, some contribution was taken from them based on an act which was there during the Assam time, and that act was adopted by us. So based on that, when the contributions were taken, the government at that point in time did not come out with a scheme on how this particular contribution will be then given to the employees of these colleges and schools when they retire. So today what we did was we approved that scheme, that this is how it will be given. And that was something that was pending for a long time. And that is what we have done. I don't have the numbers with me, but these are, as I said, all mostly college teachers, deficit college teachers. No, these contributions have already been made. So it's just a question of now distributing it to them. And there has to be a structure and a scheme on the basis of which it will be distributed.
Kekenhuan menteri kala ajeng menjeru ya ke batang sisian ai ne ke one time condonation pada ajeng tu ya ke jeng ketiu kerdan kumiginong tray ad-hoc belasak tungkam pura haswa ke senam arajar hinyo. Ukon dak kongkal sangma ulang menamar ke jeng mamsya ya terrekod jo ke jeng syakri ya ke kam kelapan selam menyo ya ke bai bam temen namar bu accountant general ulapan ya ke jeng pensyai lakin yo ya ke jeng mentoy ke bedai ban ken nadu ke por bekila training kong ne nadu bala kentiu kerdan ha ke kam. Ulang bakla don katukan ya ke jeng mamsyai berkumta kelarai bentukam pura no ya gitu ke belasak akan kerdan kamtam kitu ke belasak akan tiu kerdan netang ya kitu ke belasak akan tiu kerdan kiba lale kat kum ke service rules mat balayat kat kum klenti tray kam hakatu ke por kabla buat renti nak benta kini kinong tray ad-hoc.
The next was the service conditions of regularized ad-hoc employees, seniority and promotion thereof. So as you recall that we had regularized the ad hoc appointments pre 2007, and therefore after that, of course, a lot of them also had to go for. I mean, they were promoted also. So therefore, there was a issue because their those who were retired, their pensions were pending because the AG had to know whether they are going to be on the post whether which they were regularized in or whether the post that they got promotion in. So there was some confusion in that. So hence we have decided to regularize those aspects and those promotions, especially those promotions, or rather only those promotions which has been made as per the service rules, and proper procedures at that point have been followed for these ad hoc employees. We will recognize them and give a one-time condonation for it, and accordingly the concerned employees will get their salary as per the promotion. Again, I repeat, those promotions which were processed properly and the rules were followed and the procedures were followed. So for those promotions, we will give a condonation and allow that promotion to be recognized, so that necessary pension can be given on the basis of the promoted post.
Menteri rang ba kejelau la pentep bakakan hun menteri kala menjor garai ban penhiar dor ya ka khajna value added tax jang ka methane gas ka bapendan kam kum ka compressed natural gas ba de kene khajna la penhiar na ka khatsau point san nak sispa asha ka san nak sispa ban penhab dor ba ki bepat kejela bat kan kringi ki kenhun baper ban wan sangkam ha kejela megalaya ha ka bedai ba kejing duna ki tendong shajing shed gas Neki LPG cylinder, Menteri rang ba uli tu, bak Sarkar India kelakin tio ke bahak jang jela nak arpo nak sispa, syaganyo po nak sispa. Baru ulang bawa lah ke dan kejing duna, yaki commercial cylinder, kabalak tak kamtam yaki kam kayi. Dari lek milenti bak kejing penpoi, ya ke commercial LPG, kan sabahab yang hadian katukan sengi. Uli tu rubah kejing sinai ke karkhana LPG bottling plant, haga distrik ribhoi ke layat cakmat, balak kermen banla bandap no ocean, ya kene kejing tay.
As of Meghalaya is concerned, there is from the domestic use, we are still managing. It's there is some shortage, but not that much. But when it comes to commercial LPG, there is a shortage throughout the nation. So government has increased the amount to 70% of the original amount, which was there for all the states. Earlier it was 20%, and then now they've increased to 70%. But the actual impact of that is yet to be felt. We do expect that in the coming days that the actual supply will go up, and we do expect some relief. But of course, these are a bit of a challenge because, as you're aware, almost 90% of the LPG requirement is there. It comes from this region and passes through the state of Hormuz, and therefore the challenges are there. But at the same time, as I said, the government of India is making arrangements at different levels to minimize the inconvenience that the people are facing. We had reduced our VAT rate on methane gas as compressed natural gas CNG from 14.5% to 5%, in line with what other states also are doing. And this is being done, of course, to create a competitive environment so that we will be able to attract different agencies to come and set up their base out here. We have decided, as I said, to reduce the VAT from 14.5% to 5% on methane gas used as compressed natural gas CNG.
Ka Executive Committee jangka Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council haga singi baar jangka tayo kalarai bane trailang bat kaliang persya ban penkelah kerukom kebebiang ya ke Assam Meghalaya Autonomous Districts Constitution of District Councils Rules AD Rule balarai ru bantau ya ke Special Committee na kebenta kane kakam. Ka Executive Committee jangka Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council keluar bane trailang bat kaliang persya haka council Nagabenta banwanra agajing penkala ki babit babiang haka Assam Meghalaya Autonomous Districts Constitution of District Council Rules AD Rules. Habai keren mignong patai kubor hadin kaji kendo baru CEM uba Winston Tony Lingdo. Haka lai puetri uleber arajar arpunrio. Unang ilam kaliang persya uba Titas Starwell Khan ula pentip bagi Executive Committee kan sa Shangjing alang Shen banrai halo kajing tahu ke Special Committee. UCM ulakular bahakan ke special committee en kentuk bru yu rengkat ki arnut ki MDC nakal yang persya banyatai bat bed yak jing dan kam kabede jing penkelai ki edi rule. Nalor kamat kabede bak edi rule ki MDC hapo ke jing lam uba titas starwar khan ki bede nakal yang persya. Lapan jing syairu halor ke jing sya pensangi akam shipor u secretary ke council uba DGCM yong. UCM ula pensyai baganya ke jing syam ya kena senjam ke namar ke jingat baklah ke rukom terikam halo ke jing soy ke affidavit ha ke PIL klaim ke jing menjur na ke executive committee. Ula pente bro bagladan ke kenhon toket ke bakmi ikane bat lakmi nanti bu secretary in one page ke kam ha ke Tarik uyayong. Halor ke jing en okam u standing council uba lengdo kaliang persya kala pensyai bagani ke tang halor ke kam shimet bakam dan jing ai bat kamat secretary dan ke PIL.
Kanu ka benta haga ti sojong asimet mo. Kalau haba hakikam ki bede hapo office. Ya kata mlalan. Ki judon ki jing duna ni nang tai teng duna ki officer teng duna ru wat na kaliang jong ki estate member la ni jong CM. Te ka pamut la dalong te ngi kabadang de ban ya penbet mo pada banang eye warning te rei hadu ban shim pada ada ka step ban ong ban suspend la ni ban welcome shipor te ngatharai kadai ke balong serius kalau dah kam dei ke balong serius ngatharai na kalian ke isi kinum suspend ni em ngila panjik syai bang ngila yai bandru ya kata badi ong ba kalong serius kumnu namar baki iklem shim ya ka approval jom em insha ni jom si ya kata kadi ka seriousness but ekani ru ila ong bakadi ka kam shimet jong I ka jing som shimet jong I ba ila weng no ila di standing council jong council pa kam dan jing de ba kata ka case ka ba de ba ka jing sha suspend jong secretary la di ba kata ka PIL te kata ri la kan shai ta na kalian ka jong I ru da ni ba no ko mai pat marwa na kalian ka isi la kan shai ta tenre na kalian ka jong I issue snow dan jing wet tang oi kalong ba hadian ka jing ino kam jong ba tiding do I bala thung do we pat bum dei na ka jai rio ka jong I para do stam ban long standing council te na kalian jong I la pan sai ba ngi duna palat e ki khasi ki jong I ba kin dan ki senior advocate ta ka daw yom ba thung sipor daw ni standing council ba bum dei na ka jai rio ka jong I te ka balai ngi lai kren na ka bede bat ka amendment dia ke AD rules ban kalian ke jungi nilai yo ke syai ba ila kular hangi ban form ya ke special committee ban kani ke special committee kam dei ban ong ba kin don gi bri ban ba rei mangi ki MDC in sakan thuplang yang aku LO ban armut ki MDC na kalian ke jungi ke kenhun ban dong ki dekat jong ni special committee ban hakat ke special committee in se karen sani ba la kan ka eka benta ka bangin le ka amendment but ya kani yang bala syam ta yogi ngin apa ni syam no but I kubur ya jing aji mutungi bahkan don ka jing penstet halal kani kam kanang ba kan ya syakmat ka bede ba ka amendment kam tam ya ka rule ka bede ba ka rule 128
UMDC ke BJP Natura Bernat Marak hakala sing ublay jong katayo ulalit bani kendo ya ulat ke jelau CH Vijaya Shankar banai kublay halor ke jing ai jing menjur ban penlong kongsan bandan ni ke Sernat Schedule Tribe bani syim bentah ke election jong ka Garo Hills Autonomous District Council bat ula kenturu ulat ban penteri kamno ya ke Special Intensive Revision SIR Harilom Garo kamtam haba kelajur ke jing wandrung bean jong ki brio ki mana kari Bangladesh UMDC Ketura Bernat Marak hakalai potret uleber arhajar arpun riau ulalit bani kendo ulat kejela ban aiku blai halor kejing soy jong u ya ka mandatory ST bill Garo Hills Autonomous District Council hagini kejing kendo Bernat ula kenturu ulat ban penteri kamno ya ke Special Intensive Revision SIR Harilom Garo bat ban penlong ya kejing sensyar ulat hadin bakut ke samoi terekam ke Executive Committee hakakat pratrek uyayong. Habakaran ni kelar patai kubor Bernat Marak ulero ya ke jingsen senjam ulat kebela penlong yu bansoy ya ke ST bill hapo shisngi. Hadin balap diang ya ka hakdor bar bekerpang jong ke Garo Hills Autonomous District Council. Ula penpau bagani galong senjam ke bakrau ban pentikna batang ke badan Schedule Tribe Certificate kebela mani konik election ha ke District Council. Unu MDC ula kentu yulat ban pentrai kamno ya ke SIR kamtam ha ki jaka ki bathem jongkari lom garo. Ula keno ba ka jingroi ba jing bon ki breo ini than kalong ke itriam namar ka jingwan rong bean ki nong Bangladesh. Ula keno ba ki san snem ki dan ki constituency ki bana kesan hajar ngut ki nong ta vote ki la kenjo Ad-hoc khatwe hajar ngut. Ula ong ba ka ne kalong ka jingma ya ki reu luom ke badai ki try jela.
The permanent residents and those who are voters, uh, they have to prove themselves that they are the permanent residents of the district council area. So that will be taken for discussion, and that matter is actually under review with the committee. A separate committee has been formed to review the electoral roll. So it will depend on what report they submit. So let us wait for the report first, and after that, proper steps will be taken as per necessary. Instead, since the ST certificate has been made mandatory in Garo's Autonomous District Council, now the next step is regarding the electoral roll. So, in order to review the electoral roll, the committee has already been formed. At the same time, we want that SIR should be implemented in Garo's because, especially in the planned areas, because the population rate in the planned areas is rising very high, and it is a threat to the tribal community. Uh, but the bona fide citizen of Garo Hills will not be disturbed. But people who have been like those who have migrated and those who are from Bangladesh, and some are even dual voters. This extension, I think, Honorable Governor has actually allowed 6 months extension, but there are certain uh, things has to be completed. It's like now we want that SIR to be implemented in the planned areas as well as in the hill areas also, because so many illegal migrations has taken place. So if we see it from that side, it is a genuine step which has been taken by the governor, because some rectification has to be done. That is one thing. But since our term is there till April 18th, I would request that instead of giving it to the executive committee, which would benefit only members of certain political party or certain political parties, it should be under the direct control of the government. I think it will be a better decision. Even the term is extended, it should be under the control of the governor. The bona fide citizens, even the non-tribals, be it from Hindu community or be it from Muslim community, the bona fide citizen respect the provision of the sixth schedule. They never demanded to contest, but yes, they have always uh, expected that the voting right will be given to them, because they are paying the taxes, they are paying, like, cooperating with all the rules which is framed by the district council. So they only anticipate voting rights. But there are certain groups who want to be elected, who want to be part and parcel of the elected representative, which is not constitutionally permissible.
But they are voting now. Their voting rights are not taken away.
No, it's not taken away. So I think there is no issue with the indigenous bona fide citizens of Garo, be it tribal.
The whole benefit of that they are the ones who have initiated about this ST certificate.
See, officially I have moved a motion regarding this making ST certificate mandatory in the Autonomous District Council on 27th of November in the session itself. But in spite of I being from BJP, the ruling have not accepted, saying that I am from the opposition. Now, regarding that matter also we have discussed. In district council, there is no provision for opposition. There is no provision. But in spite of that, last 5 years, we have been kept in opposition and we have been deprived of so many facilities that we were supposed to give to the people. So that matter has been taken up, and our honorable governor has taken serious note of it. Serious note of it. Because this is not a discrimination to an elected member, but also a discrimination to the people who have elected a member. Yes. That's why, yes, I have brought this bill, like motion, to make the ST certificate mandatory in the district council on 27th of November last year. But it was not accepted. Later, the executive committee has passed a notification which was passed by the honorable court, and this time it was presented in the house again, and the bill was presented and it was passed within a day, and it was notified. Governor has actually assented to it within 1 day itself. So 23rd the bill was presented and it was passed, and 24th it was assented. Now, if somebody is taking credit for it, that is not our issue, because the people from Garo Hills, I think even from Khasi Hills knows who has brought this bill, and it is the MDCs who have passed, not the state government or not the any political party. It is the all party has joined hands for this bill.
Halor ke jingkam jong keseng NPP. U MDC Katura u Bernard Marak. Ula pencai badai mau belawan ra ya kene ke motion ha ke arpunyo Tarik unai wiang ha kesnam ke belalet. Dari executive committee ke pemerintah ke topor kam shimla priang namar bodu MDC nak liang persya ke tanah keseng BJP. Ula kena bagi sarkar jela ke dan keti ha ke ban penjelan nak samoi jong ke executive committee ha Garo Hills Autonomous District Council. Na kebenta ka jingbet jingbiang jong keseng NPP. Ubernat ula kentu yu ulat bahadian kakak Tarik Uyayong deban pentrikam no da ka jing sensyar ulat ha Garo Hills Autonomous District Council. Ula ong ba kalong ka babet ban peniyat ka council ha keti ulat kenang ban penkrek bah ya ka electoral roll ban penlong election ka bakut ban om ban ailat ka executive committee ban penjelan ka samoy trikam ka ba penbet tang ya ka wei keseng.
State government has taken the initiative to extend the term of the present EC. That can be explained by the state government. In spite of saying that they are not interfering in the matters of district council, but politically, it is all being maneuvered by the same political party which is running the state.
Halor ke jingkem ginong yalam seng balang u Bernard Marak beru MDC ketura ula keno bagani ke jing jabaro ke dena mar ke jing lek menti ginong yalam ke seng san partai ki baklem shim kya ya ke jinglong jingman har lom Garo ula dawa bari ban pelat no kitu ke belas akem namar kani ke de jing ki pat ba halor ke jing sya keno aka kongres ula kentat du i jing keno ba ke seng kongres bat ula ken mau ba ke jing penkulumar kelajan ka daw we kurtong ke kongres ubam de uri ulum ubala persang jubor ban tap kerteng wada pedang gejeng persya akibat ba. Ubernat Marak ula penkut ag boong bo ulat ula kular ban shimik senjam ki bakloy halor ka special intensive revision bat ula kentu ulat ban nong bapet ngor ban yada yang 6th schedule badai ka hok jong kiri ulum.
Because the entire issue sparked because of a Congress candidate, a non-tribal candidate, who forcefully came to file a nomination. A non-tribal, his name is Momini. He was former MLA and MDC also. So he was a congressman. He came to file a nomination in spite of so much of opposition from the people. So who started the fire? So stop pointing at anybody without verifying the facts. And about the people who have been arrested, I don't think they are from any political party. This is a mass movement. So everybody has come out. Everybody has maybe certain youths have been seen through CCTV. So that cannot be claimed that they belong to certain political party or certain group or certain civil society groups or civil like certain areas. That cannot be claimed. It was a mass this one, no? Even. Yes, there is a demand to release the arrested leaders of civil society groups and even youths, some youths. So, but I don't know what the government will, how government will deal with it. But there is a general demand that these people should be released, because see, the entire issue it rose because of the uh, negligence of the political leaders who did not respond to the uh, prevailing situation in Garonis. It has actually escalated the entire situation in Garonis. So if anybody has to be blamed, it's the delay of the political leaders whose response would have actually sorted the problem.
Kekenhun kiseng bahalang gejala hapok kalama jangka Confederation of Meghalaya Social Organizations KOMSO. Hak baar jangka tayo keladawa na kesorkar ban penteri kamno ya ke Special Intensive Revision hak gejala Meghalaya berokawai hak bedai bagi jing tap vote bat dawaru badai ban penkela ya ke Scheduled Tribe Order kat kendai spak sanpo. Ka Confederation of Meghalaya Social Organizations KOMSO kalaupun pawe kejing sokia halor kejing longjing man kejat benriau bat kaladawa tengah nak sarkar ban penteri kamno ya ke Special Intensive Revision SIR kebedai berkom tap vote berkentuk belang bat kejing penkela ya ke Scheduled Tribe nak ST Order kat kendai spak sanpo. Habai keren bikin orang patai kubur hakalai puai Tarik uleber arhajar arpun riau ucaman ke KOMSO ba roi kupar senram ulito bageseng keladap ha da kedor khas sya ketenat korbari ke sorkar pedeng baca ke election commission kari bandawa penteri kamno ke SIR ha gejala Meghalaya brokowai kejin mu bokongsan juga ke SIR kalong ban penkuat ya ketup nong tak vote anek electoral roll kenang menedai ke bahak bekahok ketrai nong snong na kejingwan rong bean ke menderi nalor kamat ke bedai ke SIR ke KOMSO kal kentu jurru ke sorkar ban penkelano ya ke ST Order kat kendai sepasan po. Ubat roi kepar senram ulah kedau bagatop ST gubernmenta kadai ke belah syushim neruk kepor baga Meghalaya kedang hap apa ke Asam. Ha keba hadu san pulai nesan pusau kuli kejat dendreo nabar kejela kedang yo ya ke baha ST ha Meghalaya. Keseng kesokya bawa lag sorkar jela kelatung ya ke komiti benpet ya kena kam nadu unok prak ke senam arhajar arpusau. Penban hadu menta kumbasi senam syiteng opa di iya kanu ke kaipot ya kejing terekam ke basyai. Ke KOMSO kelarai ban aipor sau pesan sengi ke sorkar ban cimkia ya kini gimat jing dawa. Keseng ketemu beni kendo ibarok kiseng san perkai bat ban penlong ya kejing pensyai pat ba cekikur kisenjuk kirang ba senong ke wahet cenong bat kinok kema bani senok tilang barok hakan ya kejing yakun.
Kidon gimat ki bakta ya ki trairi trai muluk ya kabana kaliang jong KOMSO kini isngi ki beladap ilat ho sikibor sorkar jong sorkar India buat kumju ru syaka sorkar jelan ndrei kum ka kenhuan ngi kwa pat bakini gimat ki de ban urlong no kham kloi hadin bang yo ya ki jingja ki belaja kini isngi kini ki benai beladap kham tam ya kini ka jela ka jongi kamat ka beningkong ka bana kaliang jong KOMSO ngi sukya kadai halor ka jingdawa ka jongi ban penteri kam ya ka SIR lani ka Special Intensive Revision namta ka electoral rule kani ka jela ka jongi ngimla banlen bakum ka jela Meghalaya ngi yakren na kapor sya kapor ya ka jingdon jong ki briu ki barung bean sya kani ka jela ka jongi bat rengba ka jingrung ka jongki kawan ra pat ka jingkta yangi kum ki trai muluk la kalong ha ka hop ka jongi ban ha sensyar ka khada la kalong ka hop ka jongi ban kamai kaji bat kum ta ter tiba hadin bang yo iru kini gijeng ja ki baja kham tam ya po garwels ngimla banlen ba kajingdon jong ki brio ki ba larung bean ki bomde ki traishnong ki bapura jong bani jong kari India kum juru jong ki nong shong ki bapura jong jela Meghalaya kum ka kenun ngisngo ba ka sorkar jela ka jongi ka sorkar India kum juru ke election commission kadai ban pelong no kham kloi ya ka SIR hakani ka jela ka jongi Hoat ngilade bantho ya ka city sya ka home ministry bat kumju ru sya ka election commission banbu ka jingdawa khmat jongki bakidei ban pelong ya ka SIR tilang ba kani ka jinglang ka bamanta kasngi ngilayarai ba baidei ba ka SIR nginya chakmat ban pelong ya ki program ki prepare ki bana kaliang jong ka kanhun ngin seshim bat shwa kata ka kanhun kan sa tho sya ka sorkar jela ka jongi da ka bangi bu ru ya ka por ba kadai ban pen urlong ya kani kacing dawa na mangisu bangi don kampalat ban pentikna ba ki brio ki badon ka electoral roll ki di bandai ki brio ki badai thok shisha ban yo ya kata ka hok ban ya tap boot lane ban long kita kinong jit hukum juru kinong yele haka election lane ban long kinong ikmat kani kacela ka jongi ngimla ban len kibun ki jing kren kibun ki jing snow jong ki nong shong shnong kam tam e ki trai muluk ba ka jala me halia klabun ba ki brio ki ba ngimtep tikna la ki de kim de kita ki nong India ki bapura tiknang ban penti kna ba kini ki brio ba yo rung ha ki electoral rule ki de shisha ki brio ki nong shong shnong ki bapura jong kari India bat kum ju ru ban penti kna namar ba ngimla ban len ba kam tam e ki border area la ni ki border district la kalong bat ka Assam bat ka Assam bat kum ju ru bat ka Bangladesh ka jingmut hi jong ka SIR kalong ban penti kna begini gibri gibarung electoral rule kini kinong India bat kumju ru ban penti kna ba ubri ude ban long unya nong thep bu tang jong ka wei ka jakam di atli ki jaka dari village cheki border area Shagaru Hills bat cheki wei ki jaka ngi ba gibri ha Meghalaya ki thep bu uju ubri dale cha Assam ru ude uju i ubri ba thep bu chathiru tikani ko wanra ka jing tingit lani ka jing jingmut no e ka electoral rule ngi kan mau ki jing kren jong chief election commissioner bu ong ba ka pure electoral rule ka de kita ka backbone jong ka democracy lane ka electoral rule ka bakhoi ka de tau butlum jong ka sensapat ba tingi kwa ba Meghalaya kumulale hakiwe pat kijla de ban penteri kam ya ka SIR hang ne po Meghalaya ru khna bangin penti kna bagini ki bri ki bom don hok bandrung hak electoral rule kim de ban yo ru bat nakliang jong ka kenhun ngila keren ru bat ngilai keren ru ban ong ba la dale ke electoral rule ka de ban don ru ka cut off date Aumut batang ti gibri ki belarung shua jong snem kak nai spa nyo kuwei ki belade ki nong shong shnong ki pura jong ka jela Meghalaya ki detang maki ki banyo ya hok bakin rung ke electoral rule ki bawan hadin jong snem kak nai spa nyo kuwei dei ban itu ya ki kum kita ki nong shong shnong ki pura lane ki bade banyo ya kajuk hok kumangi yo kum ki try muluk ti kabaar ka bental lane kamat ka mengi kren hak ni jingalang ko mta kasngi ka deiru abede bat ka amendment ya ka ST order 1950 nakaliang jong komsu ngilarai bagin shim mikilat kelenti bat kawei galong bangin tho syaka sorkar jela da kababu ya kapor bahapo kapor ka babiang kidi ban pentrikam lani kidi ban tho syaka sorkar India ban pentrikam ya ka SIR bat ban amend ya ka ST order 1950 ngin selet ban ya kendu ya ki political parties ki ba fair ki badan apo ka jala ka jongi ban ya kren bat ki bat kumju ru ban gentu ya ki baki ru kim dei ban sngap jar ya kini kimat hamtam e ka SIR be ST order 1950 ban kaliang ka jong kiru ki dei ban push la kalong ya ka sarkar jala la kalong ya ka sarkar India bat ka election commission baki dei ban pentri kami kini kimat jing dawa bat hakaju ka po na kaliang jong ka kenhun ngin sadon ru ka jing kendu bat ki stakeholders ki ba fair kum ki senjuk jong ki wai snong kesenjuk jong ki rang ba snong nang ta ki ka Grand Council of Nokmas kebetulan apo Garwils bat ki kenhun ki ba fair ban pensotu ban khot ban wer bat ban pan ka jing kershana ki bat kamtam eru ba lada ka sorkar la kalong sorkar Meghalaya la kalong sorkar India bat ka ECI kam sngap ka kenhun kan salet ru hakajuk apor hopat ba ban pensngo syaki yakini kimat kiba ngidon kam ban pentri kam namar bala nangimla ban le kani ngi iba kan bu jingma yangi ki try bulok ti kata kadi kirai kiba nakaliang jongka kenhun mata ngi la shembat nangni akhmat ka komsu kan sayat ban penurlong yakini kimat jingdawa kiba ngi bu hakmat jong sorkar ta bagi pelong ki program kiba perpe
Kesenjok kitrai bat nongnya akali kamai geberi unyau trap rengkat bat ka Khasi Students Union. Hakas ngi baar jong katayo kalapan pau ke jing sokya bat kalapan ram jor ya urif shimet ubala thombor bat berngam berset ban siat ke suloi ya uwei unongnya akali kamai.
Trafi berok away ni peni syaka partai bat ni peni ru syaka sarkar kan ni kapor ba balai bat ngamon ong ba nyapan bu ke jing kili ni kapor ba balai nakaliang jong ka ai babalay na kaliang jong sarkar na kaliang jong teki transport department kiba nakapor sa kapor kila ban pendik ingi kinongnya kali kamay kihapan te ya kita kihapan le ya kita kihapan le ya kita henry na kaliang jong ka an hatu bentam ne impat yo sngow ba penkem yo tau lur shai ne upa jong nu ru au hatu bentam pat yo sngow ba kem te ne lela kem ne pat kem te balay don you shalan dat pile ya kani ka bentam Tengah empat hari kapor nganu kren buktin nama tangjon kiban kren sekiba nadin jongaru ngan suang ya ke sarkar han kapor lada pidei sisa ke sarkar ke bapek ya uret kuria ya pai ba ya kal jelai berok koi bat kamtam ya ke an ngan laban jur ni kapor lada pidei sisa kita ki pulit ki baskem bedan jingmut banyarap ya kilagjong perdok prasnam mardor shipet nalasay ni don kam banjok sko nangi banjok sko ka skor jungi kinong nya kali kamay ka priu yo trap bro ba phila kem bat peniru bau tu brio la dan apok thanat bau syong ha along lemba ke jingjong ti jong u yo nong nya kali kamay jungi banang thina pok sora lim kumta ni hek ngiru kinong nya kali kamay ni don la ka bor ka ikhtiar bangin le ya ka bedan kam yau tu brio ubala jong ti balada ukloi banwan mi khmat jungi kinong nya kali kamay ni don ke bor ban yesuk balai ban yesuk para brio ni don ki jing suk tangba ude ban yesuk hakmat jungi kinong nya kali kamay kroi kembang don hani ka por dai nan dai kata shwa bangan shong nang buktian ngasukwa ban kren dau sisin bangi dai ki kinong nya kali kamay ka brio nyo trap ngin dau nang ni khmat nakapor sa kapor ngjo ngin kitien laisen laiwat Islam.
Kasenjuk kitrai banongnya akali kamai beriu nyo trap rengka kejeng kersian lang jong KHADC Students Union Sengkemi. Hakalai puitrik uleber hajar apun reo kelalit ban penpau ya kejeng bitar ba kejeng sokya ke bakrau lo kejeng syatombor uwe unongnya kali kamai nasora uwe beriu belapunan kambak laru ya ketiar siat ngesulai ban berngam keramat pensiir. Nengalam jog senjok bergentop iginongnya turis taksi, local taksi, pick up berkitrok, dari cek office jong superintendent ki pulit ke East Khasi Hills ubak Vivek Sim, man ayah kejeng ujor. Namar kejeng mamdan u superintendent ki pulit office, kesenjok kal IT no akedor khas sau DSP ban kentu gibor pulit ban shimkia mardor. Hashwa ban cek office u superintendent ki pulit, kinongnya kali na keleng kijaka, kilalum lang hakmat umat dor jong umelung susotham ban penrem jor kene kejeng nak bian. Akan kejing ilom la penpau kejing penram persyaan beriau belah ketakti ubala penenkam ru ya ki ketien sang bat berngam ban penmensau ini driver ubarang syong haka kali kamai bat habakran biginong patai kubor ubak bala jet jerwa u balong we ni kinong alam kesenjuk ula penpau kesenjuk katawa badai ban kemno ini beriau hapo ka shtayo namun ula penkanya kaan bat tombor beriau ubak kemdan gitar banadai la dia. Ula kedau bautai ubreu ula say kesulai ban berngam yunongnya akali berkesenjuk kedawa bagi bor sorkar idai ban penduk no sendan ya ke arms license jong u bala da syampat bautai ubreu dan license sulai kebeti kena dai ban pengat di upat aki kendon an gi beteng e ubak bala jet ulong ba ubreu uba pencong siir upat bat kesulai long uba bet ban bat ekano ngono tiar penmensau nomor dan ke bor perkat ke basai kesenjuk kala ai portik shitayo gi pulet ban kem yunu ubreu macam kesenjam ki beteng e kat kum ki kendon an Long bala raki pulit kemla bendai ai hapok kena kepor balabuk senjok kala maham bekan hap ban syem digwi wai pat kilenti banedai keburam bagi jengbet jong kinonnya kali kamai baro haka beri unyo trap
nakali yang ngejungi ngila don gejing ekran haki kena haka grup jungi ka kanun gejungi halor kani gejing dia don di adin bagi lagi ya gejing sakta ki lemba ki news channel lemba ki taki kubor ki bala pensapriang lane ki balami haki ni kisi ba menta halor kajing sakta ki jong uwei na kudu khot ujongi namar ni kum ka kanun jong kinongnya kali bat kitrai kali te kadadai manu kudu khot ubanyak kali tu ada hi jongi ni mla re ban ong ba umdei ujongi e kum ong iba balajit ni hier susun saru na dei du khot jongi re bo dei unongnya kali usyo ni hapan dia namar balai namar ba ni snow tu ya kata kajing ba kajing kia kum kinongnya kali lima ngiwan nang ni kum ka association ndai ba ngiwan da kajing bitar da kajing skodom rai ngiwan da kajing sokia kamen sing ba sokia balai ba sokia ngatrai ndai tang ya kajing sakti ke jongi mai ndai iban nam kong du ban sak takti dan rai hakini gisngi gi por beli gini jing jai beladap kajing sak takti kala don sundon kala poison put ba hadu ban poi sa kajing yang ngatrai binang kan mau ba ko je kata mo ngi semua ban ong lada ngimki ngimsa kan poi du uput ba ngin sadu no jing in andai kata biong ki bang yo i de kelang ba jing ring film kum tu ka biang lagi bom yo i ila shu sanut kum majia sepo mau kanu betui pat ngi ki driver truk lei ka jing sa syok ka jan long jan man kasngi ka jing sa syok ka jing sa dat ka jungi nama ngatrai ki tourist taxi ru iba kamtam gini bayat interstate kat no iso kia lada ka don ka jing sa syok ya lagi jong ki pra dekot nakaliang ka jonga ngaso bon kum ni ba habadai bat kani ka benta hoj i dan ki news ba la sha show du khot jungi kala poi ki news channel bat i ba nakaliang ka police department ru wood ka police department ru habaki ni iya ko por ba ki pai ba ki comments nakaliang ki news channel ki klamong ba kadai bo udai police ba sho te nakaliang jong u tu ba sho ru umong ba ngadai u police ba sho kadai nem dai kata te henry ki comment section jong ki pai ba ki la thau ba siaka sa ubri jong ka ai kamu sa ka police te ka police ru wood ki pensai no te balai ki pensai makiro so kia kisokta kisujak furong te to tur pi ngi ki driver lagi bom don bor te tada sa syok kum tu try kum nung gisngau ila mo ban susngap te ngi bla sakta ya kado te na kaliang ka jonga nga so ong ba ngim pa di isha gini gisngi ba ka e ga bla jia ja uni tu u rangba u bak takti ya uni para dakwat jongi pada ru para do para senam te ngim yo iba tip la kem nem kem ya kata ngim pa di isha gi media mo di si itang bajia kum tu dan nakaliang ka police department ru kolong langsung moto dia kata ka jingya jong kita ka bor jong ka an ngintip gile kun nong ngintip tama ka jing i ka jong menta kolong ba ka an menta kala senjor palat barok khot ni menjur ya kata te ngintip ya kata ka an la senjor dapat senjor da mano namar ba hangni kamut ki bor jong ka an ki don ki officer te hajrong jong gini ki officer badon ya ka bor jong ka an ki don gini ki nong sensar jongi ngila batong kita kibang ngila jit amangi kita ginong mikmat paiba kibabat ya sarkar te hato kini ki officer jongi la kim pendep ya la ka jong ka kamram ne ki kensting ne ka don kata ka jing sakte ya ki kti ki kejat jongki ha ginong sensa ya la dang ipek ya ki kumia u deputy chief ministers u badai babat ya ka hum wangi tengil IT lut hagi bor jong sarkar bakin le ebran kap mo tela dang ikli na kikato kani ngekran bagi bru jong sarkar gyong ngi mla ban tray na marba kau kabor ki bana jong kate ini te kani kajingjia te ngi kum ki paiba ki paika lada kajia kum ni kajingya kenton uwei wang sa uwei bat uwei wang sa uwei tela dam pendep hok ya kakam ban sunsar yang ngi paiba paikar habakut uban yap dei mangi urit uria kata kadai ka kubor ka ba ngi kwa ban phang
nya kali kamai ke beri nyo prep kata ka berkentup lang ki association boker naduk ki tourist association haduk ki pick up haduk ki truck yang tapat ki archaka borok khai te hakani ka jing yalang jungi menta ka singi ni wan man peremjor ya katu ka jing syak takti jong we ni ki dekat jungi bat ru bolong ta unong nya kali kamai te hakani ka jing yalang jungi menta singi ngila wan ai kata ka formal complaint bat ni demand ni kata ka strict action na bonship baki nakaliang cukup pulet bakin shame ni kata ka strict action persya yung ni ubreo ba laktakti yo para jungi te hakni ka jing demand jungi nila bu ya kata ka immediate arrest ne ban arrest no yu buat lamar ba unia ula pen kenya ka an lingba juki kam jungo nang tapat ka strict legal action ba nakaliang juki police department ki ban shame ka strict legal action ban ajing seneng ru kenang ba banyo ban ajing seneng ru kenang ba kanum jashu kum kani ka jingja ya upara ba nya kali kamai jungi bat ka balai ka long ba ban revoke no ya ka arms license jungu kumbang itip boro ba utu breo hatu kusngi ula sei ya kata ka pistol na ka badan mu ka tiar rele ke lada udan ka license shisha lada kumbang ilaong mene lada udan ka license shisha te uni breo de ban revoke na ka license jungu ne de ban keni no ka license jungu bat lada umdan ya ka license de ban pengat jungu hapo ka illegal arms act lamar boleh ban sei ka tiar rele persya yu breo kamdan hanu ka an and it's against the law te kumtahi nakaliang jungi ru ngila demand ba lada udan ka license ru di ban revoke na ya ka license jungo amar dat uni ubre umlong mentally stable bandan ya takatiar te takada nakaliang jungi ngila demand ya kini likely jing demand jungi kanang ba ngin pendu pendam ya kata kajing syasyo jong driver amar ba kani kajing syasyo jong driver kumbang ila ikran mana dan ba hadu bala poi bendu ya ka jing em jungki takada nakaliang jungi ru ni persyajor but ni persyajor ba ni akwa ya ka police department ban strict action persya kini judge brain amar balai kan long kan jing sneng kanang banang ni syakmat kanum jashu kum kani wat lada hade ka state jungi na wat la ka de state jungi na shabar jung state jungi ru ngim dei ban ailat ko mi gini gijan entah lada kimshim ya ka action no ka legal action ni ai persya ini ubriu tek ngim na kaliang jungi ka senjuk ru ngim ban se ban hap ban wan hier madan boro hi ki driver kin ya hier madan kin pep ka bela kin pep ka kamai kali hata ka buat isa sautu kat no ka jingjing jar lada dan mangi driver dan unong kit nong ba jong pi mano ban kit ban ba ya ka jinge jong pi ka jing dan kam jong pi ni nadu ya ki turis ni ba hadu u khaw ni ba ha nadu ki jor ki jap ni ba mangi ladang ni khang mangi nim kamai shu mangi ka e banja pat ya ki pat ba bro ka e banja pat itu yu ta bu pen ibor le si ula mo ban bam da kata ka pistol jong u ha ula mo ban bam da kata ka pistol jong u ban bam ye ladang ngi penduk no kata ngim kamai ngim kit khaw ngim kit e shu
Hakabede bag jing tambor bat ka jing sha berngam siat ngonya kali superintendent kepulat ke district East Khasi Hills ula pentet ba ubreu budang ti lawan ni manakalai ku trek ula bayar arajar arpun reu hakmat u investigation officer bana ke jing trelang bagi pulet bagi ne ke jing wan ju ka dehadian bagi pulet kelapa akan notis kat kum ke kendon lai pesan lai jaga BNSS superintendent kepulat ula pensyai bagi ne ke jing ne akan dei ke balapan map bagi ne ke kam kabala banca aset patok berolai senam ula benrap bala shim ya kene ka muka duma kum ke bakia bagi jing tokit kerang ya caprang ban perngat yu haki kendon baper walau dan ke license hendai superintendent ki pulet ulong bah kasni baja cumna dan rengkat bagi license kum tagi pulet kinchim kya kane bat gi bor penyat district ban penduk no ke license suloi jong nu brio
regarding that well I would like to say that this is an offence which is below 3 years, and it is not an offence like this case where the offence is beyond 7 years, which merits arrest. That is a case which is below 3 years. We have taken the first option, which has been mandated by the court to issue a notice under section 35(3) BNSS, and the accused has appeared yesterday before the IO and is cooperating with the investigation, and investigation is still on. We will take further steps. He has a licensed weapon which we shall take up with the district magistrate for cancellation of the license. We will also charge sheet the case early.
But the licensed weapon, he can use it.
He can use it, but yes, on that day the licensed weapon was not there. As per his statement, but we will take up with the district magistrate for cancellation of the license.
Ki pulet kanong ba shalong ke leo kem yau ba Kennedy kongset alor ke jingdon kti ban penyap yu weu hebred ubadang news nem karta ubasa ha lumarbo anongra ki pulet ke leo kem yu para marjan hadian ro benai ba ula penyap inu hebred ha kata ha ubnai risau jonggas nem kabalalit no hadian ro benai ke jingklat no jong weu hebred ak snong lumarbo anongra katanat pulet ke East Khasi Hills leng ba ka kanhon special investigation team ke belak liat USPCT kleo ban kem no ubreu ubadan keti ban penyap inu hebred blatep kerteng kumu Krishan bor karmudai news nem karta bat kene ke jingjak la jah ubnai risau jonggas nem balalet uni ubreu belasyak no dan keti ban penyap inu hebred udai blatep kerteng kumu Kennedy kongset la ku arsenam karta basyong masa alum marbok nongra baru badai ru biasa marjan bolu hebred belaklat no superintendent ki pulet uba Vivek sie mulai tho bah ka pratere gurisau arajar arpusana kapor prabajan met kathanat renja kle opriang ya ejahar bawe kunaret beri kun swet bulaja nalayeng nalu marbok nongra nadu kumbah kapor sabajan met wala ki pulet rengkat kadar bar snong nongra kila penlong ya kejingwat habro kithan ki bahab apok kathanat renja andre amsum lala banlap yau no hebred Hak step ke bobot ke pulit kelio jeng tip dan kamet jeng nu kena lalap harut ke surok ha mau tengen mau pat. Hading ke jenglet jeng pulit bagi kenhuan forensik bagi jeng pensisa daki kur. Latip bagi ne kamet ke de sisa jeng nu kena ublaja nonongra. Kumtala penkit no kamet chenai grams bandai ke postmortem hak balayo ya ka kaipot. Bala pensisa nu kena ulasya peniap. Nama jeng jeng ki kam sniaw la taw ya ka kenhuan special investigation team ke bala clear USPCT bantuat yunong le kam sniaw. Wala ki pulet kila tokit ki babon ki brio nrei kimchem ladan gejing syai ke babiang namar gejing bam kisaki ke babiang bat gejing bam smotho balai nu kena ola sya peniap nrei hadian nro benai gejing lom ya kisaki Kani ka kenhuan Special Investigation Team kalala ban pensisha bo Kennedy kongset udan keti kani ka kam. Hakijing toket Kennedy ulapla bulale kani ka kam runar hapneng kapor arsteng batlai beje janmiet haki yang jung uhi. Itu bahkan kani kapor Kennedy udang mot bansad ya katangki ba ulapa inu kena banwan ra yu brut bat keborti Ndray namar bunu kena usung tanat ben pet television hagan ga yang syam lalit nyarap yu. Kani kalapan bitar Kennedy hadu bula set ya kesentor bat kemot jung nu hybrid hadu pada klano. Hadian bula peniap ula tap ka met ha ka syntax. Pada hadian kani ula syem ya ka met bat tap ka borni bat penan kam ya ka skuti Yamaha ka badan nu number ML not Saubi kendai ndrew RR ka berejong bahayang jung pen kit ka met na lumar bo akpor sanduna janmiet bandit berat pat chamopat. Kipulit keliok ban kemno yo Kennedy kongset bagajing toket kerangya ceprang ban penbiang ya bro kisaki ban yok ban pai usya yang syari. Superintendent kipulit ula penpau bagladan gejing ya ka bakrau ban lap yo dan keti ndrei leng bagajing trishtom kilala ban lap ya unong ya kam sniu.
A written complaint was received at Rinja PS that the complainant's 7-year-old nephew, who was an orphan, was found missing at around 4 p.m. from their house at Domarbo, Nongra. Accordingly, officers and personnel of Rinja PS rushed to the house of the complainant and conducted a massive search operation. This was done along with the Darbar Shnong Nongra, and this was done in around the areas of Rinja PS jurisdiction to trace the missing child. However, as you know it, on that evening, the child was not found. On the next morning, telephonic information was received at Rinja PS that the dead body of a child was seen at Matungan, Mokpat. Police officers and personnel of Norman Song OP proceeded to the PO, including senior police officers and the CSU unit of the Forensic Science Laboratory. The body was found lying on the roadside, and at about 10 to 11, all officers CSU had arrived at the PO, including the press, public. The relatives of the missing child identified the dead body to be that of the missing child from Namra, and thereafter a case was registered at Rinja PS, case number 295-10-2025 under section 137 clause 2, 103 clause 1 of the BNS. The case was investigated immediately and post-mortem of the child was done in Negrils, and the cause of death was ascertained the following day. It was asphyxia due to smothering. Considering the seriousness of the case and the gravity of it, a special investigation team was formed on 9th October 2025, just the following day, which was headed by the SP City, East Castle Hills. In this investigation, many people were examined to throw light on the case, but there was nothing which came forth. The investigation, however, identified a few persons of interest, but the only problem, there was no breakthrough for want of evidence. Many experts were sent to CFSL Guwahati and FSL Shillong to gather scientific evidence. There was also another problem. The motive to kill the child could not be established at that juncture. This made the investigation of the case even difficult to crack. However, after a period of 6 months, the SIT, by piecing all available evidence together, including that from CFSL, from the forensics, we were able to zero down on the killer, namely Kennedy Kongsit, 32 years, a neighbor of the deceased. The murder of the child, where the child had gone to watch TV, the murder of the child happened at about 2:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. and it happened in the house of the accused. which is adjacent to the house of the child, where the child had gone to watch TV. That was after lunch. The body was taken in a white Yamaha RZ Scooty ML049622, belonging to the accused cousin. And this cousin had actually gone with the killer's mother to the adjacent jungle at Maudingyang to gather mushrooms and returned back only at about 3:30 p.m. In our preliminary interrogation, the accused has revealed that he had told the child to get a brush and a bucket while he was washing the syntax tank. But the deceased, or the child, kept watching TV. Out of anger, due to the obstination of the child, when the boy came out of the house, he forcefully smothered him and put him in the syntax tank in a fit of rage. Later, he hid the body in the backyard. The killer then quietly kept the body in a plastic sack in the scooty of his cousin and left Lumarbo at about 4:40 p.m. and returned back in less than an hour after dumping the body on the roadside. We have arrested him today in the afternoon. He has admitted to the crime. He will be produced before court and police remand will be taken to complete the investigation process. Thank you. The motive is the first thing. Secondly, you could suspect the family, you could suspect neighbors. You don't have reason for anybody, because he's an orphan. Why would you kill a child who's 7 years? You don't have, nobody has asked for ransom. There's no sexual assault on that child. The child is living with somebody else. He's not living as domestic help also, where people will, let's say, they child labor, and he, because of the hardship, he must have died and all that. He didn't perform what they're doing. So, as he's not a domestic help also. So all these factors didn't actually sit in well where we could get the motive. So it became very difficult. Uklam dan hi tu uklam ulamut hi long hadin ba kilawan ki pudet hadin stio artio laitio sipanai hadin kata long ulai kan ba umut ba dan peti pudet kin tlan kan ram lap ha tu ka klemat hi tu yom yo isu kan ti hadin sipanai dum ja hadin afla dum ja ula sulan doi
Ki pulet ke district East Khasi Hills akamet jong asis ajan jong katayo balala. Kila penlong kensan ke jing khanra hakeleng kanong ba shlong ba kiliyo kami ki khanrungot ki badan kti ki kam demet bat ki kam yaj auria ne ki sex workers. Ki pulet kila pentep ba kiniai beteng ban penlong ya ke jing khanra hakanong ba hakeleng ki jaka.
Hang di kamat kel te.
Ki pulet kelas sedang ya kene kejing kenra menhakamiat jong ka arpu pratare uliber arajar arpun rio. Bagi le pelong kejing kenra ki kam auria kaleng jaga jong serslong bat kili okem ya khandrungut ki brio ki bayat kam auria kentuk ya songwet ki agent ki bapen biang ya ki thai auria. Sedang ya kene kejing kenra na kandailat hajan kajaka kemudian Pegasus Hotel Nata hajan ke Presbyterian English Service Church Marpersha Rubat ke SBI Main Branch Shillong Lor gibentak surok Marpersha Office Ambos La Chumia Shillong bat IGP Point. Superintendent ki pulit ke District East Khasi Hills uba Vivek Siem ula pentep bagajing penolong ya kini kejing kendra. Kadai hilor kejing yok pediang ya ki babun kejing ujor dan kinong syong syenong. Bagi nong terekam auria yang kijaka boper kemudian marjan bat kijaka le aniam. Ya kini kejing kendra la yalam du additional SP operation uba Ivan Dingdo hakabala senran lang daga Deputy SP WCC Kong Jyoti Walang OC Kasadar Police Station OC ke Women's Police Station Klaim Kra bat kuik officer ke district. Ki pulit kila kurup ru ekobe ke Swift Desire berarti lagi skuti ke bapenan kam hakan ke kam senior. Bat kila register mokot dumai kini haga Sadar Police Station hap ke kendon jong ke Immoral Traffic Prevention Act bat ke Meghalaya Police Act.
Don't touch me! Don't touch me! Hey! Balik sembari asyik! Melayu liang ah! What did I get? What did I get? Huh? What did we get? Rati cai! Pakar!
Habai keran bagi nong patai kubor, Superintendent ki pulit ke District East Khasi Hills uba Vivek Siem ulong bagajing kendra da kajing trelang kan yai beteng ya ke Shillong makal ki jaka. Ulong bagajing jakin nong de med ni ki balik ki kam auria kam dai kamat ke basokya tangi kulit da kajing ke mlang salang ka be dai ru bakamat jong ka kamai kaji. Ulong bakalong ke badan kam macim kya da ka be trelang baki bagi tenat baki social welfare baki tenat ka ka kya halor kajing roi HIV. Bagi jing ki kam auria ki jaka sa ki brio bagi jaka maniblai. Superintendent ki pulit ulong bakin session kya bagi tenat social welfare na kebenta ka rehabilitation ya kinong demet ni ki sex workers ki bela pediang menyo ki jing aji kai haki wei pat ki kam ba na sim kya ru bagi tenat ka ka kya ne da ki jing sepiang ki HIV. Uba Vivek ia mula tentu ginong penyiat di hotel bagi guest house bagi dai ban kiar na kum kini kejat kam bat maha manliat ke bateng air dan bayar kat pengkaan.
See this coordinated raid which was conducted will be sustained. The problem which we are having of sex workers is just not a police one; it is a social problem. It concerns livelihood issues. We need to have a concerted effort with other departments, social welfare, health, because there is concern on the growth of HIV. There is also concern on the residential areas and also religious areas where prostitution is being carried out. So these coordinated raids will carry on, but it will extend to other areas also. At this juncture, I would like to urge hotels, guest houses not to entertain such activity. Otherwise, the law will take its own course. We are vigilant about this, and we are vigilant also. We are in the know of which guest houses and hotels are clean and which are not, and thereafter we will clamp down very hard. So we will also take up with social welfare, for which they are also have agreed to rehabilitate some of the sex workers who are willing on skill-based vocations, and we will also involve health. We'll take up with health also to actually see that the spread of HIV does not take place. For soliciting in public, and also that they for causing nuisance, so they will be compounded by court. That means fine is there, and if they commit the act again, then there will be subsequent compounding. That means paying to court. So that will hit their pockets and all that. We have seized their vehicles, so it has been made things more difficult, and we will continue to do so. Uh, as per the Supreme Court guidelines and all that, we cannot arrest them. We cannot arrest them, especially at night. And then, what about the guidelines? We cannot arrest them at night. We cannot arrest them. We have to give them bail.
Kat ba kinong bala kedang pelet jengmut halaka kam bat banti kendo ban shnai kawe ke yang ha kuala pati ha ganong ba shalong. Kendit gensan kumbayu todong besen kilalap iwe ushel ubala subajor bude ubam ubala penon kam ke tmaba bat kila pentip no mardor skipulet bakin wan ban chimti yauni ushel. Kat ba kinong bala kidang ti ke kendo kini kinong bala kilalap yauni ushel ha kapor janmiat kat ba kidang ti kendo no kebenta ban shnai ke yang ha kuala pati. Bat agane gajing lap kila dap da gajing siir ba gajing syaptiang bat markum tahi kila pentim no skipulet kathanat lumding jeri. Kipulet aba kila subajor bo ne wala abande ushel wajibanan kam mensyua kita maba kumta kila pentip ke bomb squad bat haba kene kenuan kelawan poi kene jaka kala shimno yau new shell itu bagi pulet ken penlong ya kejing toket ban penti kena lau new ken janar ubalalap ke kendo ude shell bomb ubadon ne em ya ke bakor ke baklan hagesing pelejeng ketoyo ko bagi dukan sya ke belatip kum ka shonak sweets and snacks kabar nomor pranchelong kala kem dingkensan na ke jaka shet ba kani kejingja berakawai kani kerja kasyat kala jular lut. Kani kejingja bapluk kani kedukan belatip kumka shonak sweets and snacks kala jah kapor kumpa khadas deng mensngi haka artarik jong ubna yayong arajar arpunrio. Bat kani kejing kemding kala sedang nak kerja kasyat jing bam bat kala purlut kani kedukan bam kebadan hapok jong kejuan kompleks kebadan marjan bat ka palace restaurant. Haba kelami gensan gani kejeng pluk kenong peniak jong kedukan bagi kenong tray kila penmin awat-awat kenong wan di isya bat kelele ru bantem gani keding bat kejeng wan kloy ki kali pelip ding lala bantem no gani keding bagan pur sikiwe bat kedukan ke badan hapo jong gani ke kompleks u manager jong gani kedukan u Gautam Pathak ulong banamar kejeng bamyo ya ka commercial LPG kumta kila penon kamno daga diesel ban syat jeng syat dari namar kejing jur palat kal air kalami kani kejing peluk baru luang bah kani kejing ja amsyam ladon mano menurut ke ban mensau ne ban mat de kanu kejing ja ke bas ngosi lat no tang kejing jular kejing dan jeng em hapok kani kedukan sya ke bede yo puri bat ki mithai ke babon jaj
सोनक स्वीट्स एंड स्नैक्स
इसका रीजन बता सकता है कि ये क्या वजह से हुआ है?
हम लोग गैस तो सप्लाई है नहीं तो हम लोग डीजल और चारकोल यूज़ करते हैं तो अल्टीमेटली डीजल का जो था वो फ्लेम जो है हम लोग का वो यूटेंसिल में ऑयल जिसमें पूरी फ्राई होता है उसमें पकड़ लिया उसको कंट्रोल करने का कोशिश कर रहे थे बट वो आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल हो गया ऑयल का क्वांटिटी ज़्यादा है तो उसके बाद वो वुडन सामान में पकड़ने लगा और क्योंकि हवा का ज़्यादा वो प्रेशर बढ़ते बढ़ते सारा वुडन आइटम्स में ज़्यादा आग लग गया
ये कितना टाइम में ये हुआ?
ये 45 मिनट्स टू ये 50 मिनट्स का बीच में
नहीं टाइमिंग
अभी तो एग्जैक्ट हम नहीं बता पाएगा बिकॉज हम लोग क्लॉक को देखा नहीं है बट अभी से ये जो अभी कंट्रोल कर रहा है इससे 45 मिनट्स
तो इसमें कोई इसमें कुछ कोई
किसी को कुछ नहीं हुआ नो इंजरी तो हम लोग अपना तरफ से जितना भी कोशिश था फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर से हो या वो उसको कवर करके कोशिश किया हम लोग जो भी एम्प्टी सिलेंडर्स था हम लोग बाहर लेके गए तो वही हम लोग अभी तो फायर एक्सटिंग्विशर वो आ ही गए
तब ये जो आप जो लगा ना वो मतलब डीजल का वजह से ना
डीजल का
तेल में
डीजल बत्ती का
तो उसमें आप लोग क्या बना रहा था?
उसमें छोले भटूरे पूरी जो फ्राई होता है
Kawai kakali ke bakit siar ke barang temu benda cepun ursla hendai syuaban poi hapom lom ki mau ke lahap kensan halor kene kakali bad unongnya jo kene kakali ulah mensaujor kene ke jengja ke balaja ha ke sengi baar jong ketayo Kajingja ke belajar ke step
dia bisa lihat
kue terik lebar
yang penting nggak stay bayon tip pro bagi komplit lah sarang kita
kue kali super kali dengan registration number ML Shpodi line not kendai nyau ke julor hadian balahap kensan kimau nalor jong dia kali kani kajingja ke lajar harum ke senong lat kenso haswaban poi pomlom Ha kebakane kali kebakit siar bamdo kadang tu benda cepun ursla. Kene kejingja kelaja kat bakane kali kadang ya leng bakane ke surok. Na kada bakane ke company kelas sedang ban pentre ke surok lagi benta barang syak beniat kali kene kejingja unongnya jong kali ulaman saujur. Kene ke surok kadi sibenta na kejing shna ke surok shelong tamabil ba kene kejingja ke penisha ya kejing bambut perking ke company ke hukum. Kebelami nak office jog additional deputy commissioner penursla civil subdivision. Lapan mi ak arpunyo tri uleber halor ke jingkang yat kali na lat lingkot selang kerdem. Baka de benelong na do shpo steng step hado lai beji jan miet. Bat men miet la kang biang na do kepor kendai beji hado sau beji men step. Kade ke jingpen bet ya kepor kalong kenang ban step ke kam ban tri ke surok bat ban wara jing shingan ru ya kinong let mangwan. Ndai ke jing ti mau kepor bayat kali kelebo ya ke jingem breu bat ke kali ya ke jing ma ke bakrau. Belajar ya kena kali kit siar.
Kita berdan lang kali.
Betul lang ay.
Kisah sino?
Jam sening.
Jayu pi?
Ngajak orang.
Oh, mana perbahap nak umah kali. Hakan urkom mahap nak umah perbahap sini.
Perbahap ngajak ni ada kadang ketika mesin kan baterai ni. Kadang tren ni kan ngijak bet. Wan ke mana kena cerong kan.
Long mana perbah pihak ni kena guna company orang ngetreh ni. Udang drill lang tu te sahab umau sangat kali jong pi.
Ganang rem gimen acek dol NAD keladawan ak sarkar pedang bak sarkar jela pagadiban pa dagan National Investigation Agency bentoket halo kejing kenat kebalami harilom garo kamtam haba keladon kejingwan rong bean ki brio ki bandagari Bangladesh wat sedang ru ban ledon bor wat ban kurup ya ki jaka jongkipat rulum Ganang rem gimen acek dol NAD kelakentu ke sarkar pedang bak sarkar jela banwanra ya kejing toket da ki agency kom ke NIA halo kejing jahri lom garo kaseng ka keno ba kejing wanrong bean kinong Bangladesh ba kejing ledan bor jengki kelakta e kejing songsok bat ka long tra jigiri lom hakitu kitan habai kran beginong to kubor aga lai potri urber ar hajar ar punrio unong aiktian jong NAD u Francis Marak ula pendre ba kejing le stinggi bor sarkar halo kejing wanrong bean kinong Bangladesh ula keno ba kini ki breu Kemdai tang ki bonrong bean rekila kurup jubor i Jakaputa jong ki treshnong bat persyang ban peniapat ki jat denriau hari lum garo Kennedy kala kentu bagi sarkar ka ban rekam perkeng ya ke 6th schedule bat ban penlong ya ke jing toket ke bakuat ban lap ki tiba pensiat ya ke jing kenat kerjat denriau ka kentu badai ban be sendon ya baro kinong buhai shnong bean ko malabatha ka Garo Hills Autonomous District Council kala kenturu ban penklan ya ke jing pahara hakitan kaput Kaseng keladawa bagi NIA ke dibentuk kit kirki alo kejing peniap yau dilseng sangma ubala syak peniap ginong sabian keladawa ru ban kenrai barok ki mas hari lom garo ban pensengi amardor ka kamti mau bian hanot Garo Hills bat Southwest Garo Hills kumala batha daga National Green Tribunal ban sio ke bayut kesan sya ka kurem bat ka kemir jong udilseng sangma bat ban sedian pasi ti kebedan keti ha kejing peniap Kalapan kod aga mamaham lara ke sarkar jela bak sarkar pedang kimshim kia mardor. Keburam bak kalawe jo kejat benriu acek kan sasyak takjur.
Of the NAD representatives strongly condemn the atrocities by illegal Bangladeshi intruders. The Nangram Government Aceh Tol expresses its strongest condemnation of the ongoing atrocities, intimidation and unlawful activities perpetrated by the illegal Bangladeshis intruders against the indigenous tribal communities of Garo Hills, Meghalaya. It has come to our notice with great concern that these illegal intruders have not only encroached upon the land and resources belonging to the indigenous people, but have also systematically attempted to disturb the peaceful coexistence of the communities by instigating communal tension. Such deliberate acts of provocation, violence and fear-mongering are direct threat to the constitutional safeguards and the traditional rights of the scheduled tribes under the 6th schedule of the Constitution of India. NAD firmly believes that the recent communal flares-ups are not spontaneous but also result of the calculated attempts by these intruders to destabilize the region and weaken the unity of the indigenous population. The silence and inactions of the concerned authorities in effectively addressing illegal infiltration and its consequences have further emboldened such elements. We are strongly condemn the unwarranted arrest and harassment of NGO leaders and innocent individuals who have been at the forefront of the protecting the rights, identity and the land of the indigenous people. These leaders have been unjustly targeted while raising legitimate concerns regarding illegal infiltration and its socio-economic and cultural impacts. In light of the above, Langram Government Achiptol NAD demands: number 1, a thorough and impartial investigation into the activities of the illegal Bangladeshi intruders and their role in inciting communal unrest. Number 2, immediate eviction drive against all illegal settlers occupying tribal lands in Garo Hills, which has gone orders from the GHADC. Number 3, strengthening of border security and strict enforcement of laws to prevent further illegal infiltration. Number 4, protection of the constitutional and customary rights of the indigenous tribal communities under the 6th Schedule. Number 5, for NIA investigation into the murder of late Dilseng M. Sangma. Number 6, the POCSO cases committed by the illegal Bangladeshis in Chibalang and the gang rape cases in Chibalang area where the girl was raped continuously by 5 illegal Bangladeshis intruders whole night, and later the girl was paraded naked in the Chibalang area in the next morning. Number 7, for NIA investigation in all the mosques of Garo Hills. Number 8, to stop the illegal stone quarry in the northwest Garo Hills and southwest Garo Hills and NGT implementation. Number 9, ex gratia to both wife and the mother of late Dilseng M. Sangma, who died protecting the environment. Number 10, mothers of the late Dilseng M. Sangma must be hanged to death. NAD retaliates that the indigenous people of Garo Hills have always upheld peace, harmony and lawful conduct. However, any continued provocation, injustice and suppression of the rightful voices will only deepen unrest and mistrust among the people. We call upon the state government, central government and all responsible authorities to act decisively and uphold justice, ensuring that the rights and the dignity of the indigenous communities are not compromised. NAD stands firm in its commitment to safeguard the land, identity and the future of the Aceh people. And last not the least, I like to say a big thank you to all the communities of Meghalaya, especially to Khasi, Jaintia and Garo people who supported us tirelessly and with a good and a loving heart. They have been with us in protesting against the ST certificate mandatory in a democratic process. We are actually demanding regarding the late Dilseng Sangma's killing also, because what we can feel and see is that earlier these illegal immigrants, Bangladeshis, they have kidnapped this late Dilseng Sangma's younger sister into their residence. So within a day or night, our people, they have gone through to the house of the illegal immigrants, Muslims' house. They went with a good numbers of people and they have managed to take out the younger sister of late Dilseng Sangma. After bringing back the own sister, they have targeted late Dilseng Sangma personally, and while they were going in a group, number of people were there with 3 vehicles to protect or to prevent or to stop the illegal stone quarry mining. In that moment, these illegal immigrants people, they have targeted this late Dilseng Sangma and have killed on the spot.
Ke Green Tech Foundation kelalet ye kendo yo menteri ketenat jengok kai pertai kejela Timothy di Shira. Haga bagalapan pau baka persajor gejing temu ke sarkar jela ban IY henreu pun reu akar ke jakah umyam ya ka Tata Group IHCL bantai ya ka 5-star resort and spa nomor kilo ong baganikan keta ya ka Mariang. Kakenhuan Green Tech Foundation kelalet ye kendo yo menteri ketenat jengok kai pertai Timothy di Shira ban penpau gejing persya halo kejing temu ke sarkar ban IY ke jaka ke bahaya kumah henreu pun reu akar harut kapung umyam sya kekenhuan Tata Group IHCL. Hagan kejing kendo ke Green Tech Foundation kala IT ke dorkas ban penrem ya ketong jong ke sarkar ban ailat gi he corporate ban pensenudur ya kejing itenat jong kapung umyam. Kekenhuan ke penpau bagajing temu ban shna ya ke luxury 5-star resort bat ke spa hagan ke jaka kan keta ke Mariang kam tama bal kentup lang ya ke daulnong Lompong Deng hagan kejing IY. Chairman ke Green Tech Foundation uba H ban Seudor Nonglang udah pensyai kekenhuan ke don saki leng ba ke RTI ke ba kedau syai ba ke consent to establish CTE kalau kentuk belang ru ya kedau nong Lompong Deng. Da ke ba kedau bagalong ke basngusi bat pela bawat menteri ru TBA helor kani. Mereka foundation ke keren syai ba ban penduk no ya kani ke project lem kumta ke foundation kan syim dagi senjam ke bateng air.
Ya tu ya pi ke balengok kalong ba wat tourism minister tip baya utai udolenong hang tei hopopong umyam laai sya kini kita tagaru udah ong ini bad ngi haban sei mentara ka RTI ngi ong bapet ka RTI la pen isai la kadau baka CTE ka bangi ngiyo nang tei napo Megla State Pollution Control Board ngiyo ka CTE ba kata ka jaka ka exact location udai ba kawai naki udai utai udolenong Lumpong Deng Island hang tei umyam dikanai kalong ka ka ba ngusi bat ka ka ba let's say ka ba pla ka bangilaban ong kumno what tourism minister tip ya kane dina kaliang jong ngi tingla kran na ka ba syai call off ya ka project scrap ya ka kontrak ka ba PI lim kumta ngin sim de kisenjam ki ba khamting nang ni syakmat ban kaliang jong tourism minister ila ong yangi ba marmar in alumno ka meeting nomor ngilong pecha kani ka kam hang tay po umyam ka kalong very sensitive but kani ka issue ka kam yap ngin ya kren try muluk ngin ya kren ijaj ban rew ngin ya kren shu ya ka lada ya ki jaka ki puta jungi ngila sya ban lilam katu kilale ban persyang ban nyom ban thom da kabor ya ka klaunong flamai life sing suri hang tay ngila yang man yale kide kini ki ju ki brew menta ki ba persyang ban wara biang ki corporate ban wan ban thom da kabor sai ko umyam umyam kala itanat lupa nginum don kam ni kran sipun ke ka umyam ka don kam ya ka benta bangin ai ya kata kadawai bakan koj bakan kya ya kanika nyut na sorselong na wa am serpi na wa am khra kisim gido kha gido penat hang tei kidon kam menta yang ngi bangin yada utayu island hang tei lei udai ku mangilong de jaka syong ri jong kisim gido bat kata ka jaka ka padang bhaju kini ki migratory bats aquatic life hang tei menta ki sofa do kata facilitation ka bajar kai ka sedimentation ka bajar kai kini ki bro menta ajaka bakin penkhoj bakin yada ya kata ka pung umyam ka ba itanat ka ba bananam ka jongi ka hydro project ka ba he ki wanra asnon lagi corporate ban pha penpra ban pha penjot ban thom na ka bor kum ginong syusnong ka por kala dei ba kasur ka di ban mi ngim dei ban syusa bakin le bakin thom da ka bor kat ka bakimon gini ki bro ile pinde yu pina pai bha menta ya ka ka bakini ki persang ki wanra ba ye kini ki spa ki company ki ba he ban thom be da ka bor ya ki jaka ki ba itanat ya ki jaka ki ba kerpang ya ki jaka ki bangidon kaman preserve ban protect kita ki forest dim forest kita ki wa ki balong khut te kapor nganong pi kala dai bat ngi syuken tu bat kawai ka khubor si pa bang syuka banong kum mangilayang ayangi ki jengkersan tang kawai ngi syuka ban pentikna pi lada long sakumno kumnoro MTM ya kan project lada kapor kada wayangi dakino kino ki senjam ki bakam ting ki bapin pejmat ngilong ki balakloy nagal yang jong grentek sai sisen call off this project withdraw ya kan kontrak lim gumta nang ni syakmat penyui ki senjam ki ba upaj ba bat unong syong snong ula bitar ula sat bat ula unsa sim ya karai
Hadian bobon ki patba kila sedang kuslai ke jingduna jong ke jingpoi ki tendong syat jingsyat ne ki gas cylinder. Hagas ngiba ar jong katayo ka Deputy Secretary Ketenat Food Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs ka Saloni Verma kala pensyai ke jinglong jingman jog rukom sam ya ki gas cylinder haman laki long yeng long sem ki badan kelang ki jaka jong kane ke jela. Kasaluni Verma kepada Deputy Secretary Kementerian Food, Civil Supplies and Consumer Affairs, habaikan bikinong tok kubor, kalau pensyai bakam dan kenu-kenu kejengkang lat nak sokar pedeng, halor ke gas chat jingchat ke bapadan kami kilong yieng. Da ke bakado domestic LPG kam syamla syakta. Long bagi sorkar jela ke sorkar pedeng bagi company penyang ditemu ban pentikena bagi jing penbiang ya ke gas chat jingchat kilong yieng kan amsange. Ketenat kelai kejing ken ban pensyai basyuak katwe trek ulber, kejing dan kami ke gas chat jingchat age jela long kumbah 100,000 ado henyo hajar teli selenda malagasni. Nado bami gijing kerdo ke sorkar kerang penbiang hi kumbasan hajar hado henyo hajar teli selenda malagasni. Long bagi jing dan ki kendram bagi jing yang lain kedukan samgas kedai namar bagi breu ki penstat benle ke KYC bat ki kot ki slai ke badan kam namar ke jing kerdo. Katenat kelepen pau bagi jing kerdo ka commercial LPG. Kelajar nama ke jing kanglat ke sorkar pedeng babarok ki jela ke nyo tang arpo na kispa na ke bahak ke bagi juyo. Kani kerja namar ketema hakiri Middle East kabel penuwet ke jing wanra ke gas chat jing chat che India. Amai kelaya nakashi hajar teli ke selenda ke badan kam malagasni ke jela ke layo tang arspa teli malagasni. Kani kelak ta'ajur ya kidukan kibadi ya kerja bakasha ke hotel bagi restoran namar bagi sorkar kelapan bor ban penbiang nengkong syaki hospital bagi jaka pulih. Hadin kejing ekran pedeng sorkar jela bagi sorkar pedeng mentaga bahak jangka commercial LPG kelakio syakah nyopo nak sispa. Ketenat Food and Civil Supplies ke kentu iki patba ban tiang bat ban pensapriang iki kubor hamsaya ki baklam dala ban pensisha. Kesorkar kelaburu iki komiti iki distrik ban petngor bat bodien iki rukom sam ya ke gas jading syat man lagasngi kenang bakan omdon kanu-kanu kejing tut.
My understanding, and this is the department's understanding, out of the 1,000 commercial cylinders that we get, around 760, 750 are used just for East Khasi Hills. And this is the great chunk of tourism and, hospitality and so on and so forth. And like I already mentioned, given that East Khasi Hills only needs 750, as a state we've been getting 300 and 400. So I'm sure that there are adverse impacts of this. Having said that, in our conversation with IOCL and with OMCs, we've been told that they are trying their best to manage demands in the sense, coordinating with educational institutions and hospitals to ensure that TK, yours is 100%, but still, let's see how much we can prioritize our tourism also. So it's a fine line, it's a developing situation, it's a tightrope. We have not personally been apprised of these shutdowns, so we don't have that data yet to answer you very clearly, but rest assured that we are definitely doing our 100% to ensure that from what we have, please appreciate this is a developing situation. So from what we have, we are trying our best to give as much as we can to as many. And this is assessment at two levels. One is at the directorate level, which is the department level. We have a network of sub-inspectors and inspectors, and other is at the OMC level, which is primarily IOCL for Meghalaya. We have seen that reports of black marketing and hoarding for Meghalaya are negligible, close to nil. However, and that is because here two things have been done very consistently. One is that this eKYC is being implemented in full letter and spirit to ensure this black marketing does not happen, right? When you do eKYC, then only you can get your cylinder. Nobody else can get what is yours. So that's the first step, this eKYC and DAC system to ensure there's no black marketing. And secondly, what I've also been told by the OMC, IOCL, since they also have their foot soldiers, seeing what's happening, at the commercial level, in our state, most commercial beneficiaries are using commercial cylinders only. They have been able to enforce that so that, domestic cylinders are not wrongfully being diverted for commercial reasons. So I think those are the two responses I can give you. Let's say Government of India has given a direction. So we instantly activate our district level committees, right? Where the deputy commissioner who has their hands and their arms and their ears on the ground, eyes and ears on the ground, they're getting information from all sources, from all places. They enjoy a certain legitimacy. They are activating our fair price shop level vigilance committees, our Rangbash Nongs, who are constantly feeding all information to deputy commissioners. In that committee, you also have representatives from the police, from other educational institutions, so on and so forth. So that is a very active and vibrant committee which is meeting almost every day. We are getting daily reports from those committees and we are mandated to transmit them to the Government of India. And similarly, at our level, since this is a special situation, we have activated all ends as needed. It's a multi-departmental cooperation that is happening, and rest assured that we have good connections, in fact very good communication with the oil marketing companies. So whatever directions are needed, we are implementing them with full gusto.
Menteri Rangba Kejelau Konrad Kongkal Sangma hakala asing ublay jung katayo ulaple padba ya bon teli project hangamadan football Sening Patarim haga distrik Ribhoy. Daga jing temu ban kentiya waki kampen roy haga negatan jong ka distrik Ribhoy. Menteri Rangba Kejelau Megalayau Konrad Kongkal Sangma rengkat kejing don lang Menteri Ketenat CNRD ubak sostenis sotun MLA Sening constituency Dr. Celestine Lingdo MLA Kenongpo ubak Merel Bon CM ki officer bat kebeki Ula play ke project ke bakentop ya ke Ribhoy Silk Dream E-Rise ke project Airy Rearing Innovation Spinning and Environment ke jingbo maunong rem ke Sening Mini Stadium ke jing pelat ke project E-Rise ba jing sami ke jing tay ba ke jing pelat ya ke project I coaching lengba ke Aspire Philo app. Nalor kanil IT ya ke E-Rise machine net bat ki check chikinong ya jing mentoy ba la samru ya ke MSSDA training certificate chikinong ridok ha. Kerana kejing lang Konrad Kongkal Sangma ulang maka sorkar kedan kejing ngej banwara kejing kala berki kam pendroi ke badan kam berka sengap badle ki kam ban peniajan badupat ba ulang batang ha ke distrik Ribhoy kedan palat nyo hajar kinong ri kenyang eri bat kinong tanjan eri bala kersyane ki da ka pali-pali kaban sedang shwa da syajar arspatli kilong dieng ke badan ki arpu-artli ki cluster jong kisan teli ki blok kiban yo mar laipo hajar tengka iwei bar ula pentep ba kejing show pisa ba saw point rew iwei klur tengka agre ka kam kan wanra kejing onong kaban kot chpo klur sisnem ba kejing onong kan wan ke sorkar dai shikinong yo benta ba kinong rep ula penpa ba Sening Mini Stadium kene kejing angnot bala slam ba jong ki pat ba gathan bat menta chnai ka natural football turf ne ban siang do plang uba im kejing chnai ki jaka shong pet kai kinala ba kiwe kejing dan kam ka ba kejing lut kan kot saw point nyo iwei klur tengka.
As a government, we have always believed that for any leadership, any department, or any official to be able to bring the changes and the development that is required, we must listen to the people. We must connect with the people. Sometimes, as politicians, we become very complacent. We take things very easy. And we wake up only when the election arrives. This is not the kind of governance that this MDA government wants to give. We want to be a responsive government. We want to be a government that connects with our people, listens to its people, and delivers in a timely manner. It was in that CM Connect program which I had right here in Sening. I was told about the street lights. And within a matter of couple of months, with the help and support of your very dynamic local MLA, we were able to provide the street lights. In this field, there was a demand for a mini stadium to be constructed. And within 4 months, we are here today with the sanction, the administrative approval, and we are today here to lay the foundation stone for that particular mini stadium. There was a request that the Jal Jeevan Mission program of the Greater Umsting water supply was affected because of the road construction. We immediately called the meeting, and as mentioned by DC, majority and by our local MLA, majority of the issues have been resolved. Some additional features and additional lines have been demanded by the people. We are working on those also. There were many road projects that were requested. I'm happy to inform you, some have been sanctioned, some will be sanctioned in the days to come, because we also have financial constraints. We cannot sanction everything in one go, but the process has started.
Haswa bangini kimi ki kubor kebadangsa ngin pen mau biang ya kimat bokongsan joko kubor minta ketoyong. Menjur ke kenhun menteri ya ke PF skill na ke bentak skol bat college deficit bat penentu ke jingkit diu kerdan ya kinong tray ad hoc. Antau ke Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council ke special committee ban penkelai ke AD rules. Dawa ke Komso ban pentrai kam ya ke special intensive revision bat ban penkelai ya ke ST order bat kenai sepasan ho. Aipor senjuk kitrai bat nongnya kali kamai ke beri nyau trap. Shtayo iki pulet ban kam yo bakta akti yo nongnya kali. Hadin rubna yo kam ki pulet yo bapanyap yo habret hanongra. Syakam kan rungut aga jing kenra ki pulet iki nong demet asyalong. Kat badan ki kendau lap nong bela yo shelbom na kuala pati. But penlong ke St. Edmunds School ya ke annual sports ke basis pak shipho. Kekenhuan ki samla ki belalat na ke jingop ke jing di drugs ke balatip kom ka Meghalaya Users Forum. Kalalit pensuto ikipat ba ban kiar na drugs hakaway ka program pensuto pat ba kabala penlong da kesenglong kemi nongra bat kador barsnong nongra shelong hakala asu blay jong katayo ha St. Dominic High Secondary School.
Ko pergi ke Sengkai. Pergi ke Sengkai ko dan kemat untuk dia. Ring mesin. Song.
Gini ke program ke bela penlong da ke Meghalaya Users Forum. Kinong alam juga ke forum kila penpau berkidap tang da ke jing babe halo ke jing jet bakla juki ya ke lenti ber ke jing ngap hu drugs akapor berkidang dan ke jaka puli. Leto berkilang ngap ke jing di drugs na dok kapor bilit school hado ke jing puli ke college. Berkilong bahado menta kidap satang da ke jing babe berkilang ngap hu drugs na dok kapor ke bamenchwa. Bat kamtam haba kim shim langit setiaru ke jing sneng joki kimi ki pa bagi men ki para. Kila kentu iki kena sekolah bagi kemlang salang bagi diben kiar bat bening scam ban di drugs kenang bagi babi hadi nabuat. Long rubu drugs tang bokta ekau ke kakia ndrek penpat penperaru iki long yang longsam bat penjat iki jing embryo. Kumsi benta bendelek ban kentia bagi jing syat bat kamtam ban sting ha rukom ki rukom kesar kamet kapat bat ban non ha jingkot jingkia. Ha kasiba ar jing tayo la play ke jaka ajing ke syat ha mau ngap. Ya kini ke Zumba and dancing class lebih dua melihat mau pelang constituency uba Matthew Beyond Star Korba. Rengkat kejing dan lang uleng dok ke mau pelang kurang bas nong ke mau ngap uba Jack Donald dekar uberi unahi ke syat berkatrai jong kini ke caka aji kai igong I lauriniang bat kibai. Pasdangnya dengan program dah kebobot nekongnya kejing duai beradin kini lepun buat pada kejing hilang ya kebala batai kejing tu jong kejing sedang ya kini kecaka aji kai syat. Bat ban sendur ke sapotong jadi kena bat kunjuru ban bet ban biang kemet kapat pada kejing temuru bantai kemet kebakot kebakya kebelong kebentang kebakong santam bagi kejing embryo. Habakran ni kena kesini uba Matthew Beyond Star Kurba laong ba kinong seng jong kena kejaka aji hikai ulang bagai kebegilalek kan kejing mentoy kejing sandur ke sap rengkat kejing airu kejing kot jengkia bat ulah kentu ipat ba bagi dewan persang ban yang halak kejong kejat da ke baseng kam hidala dia bat kim day ban susanya tangha ki kam sarkar ke St. Edmunds School Shillong ke penlong ya ke school sports ka ba shispa shipho bat ke drill display hamadan ni laka jong ke school ha ka ba bon tli ki bai pat ki school kilawan ban shemata ha ke ni ke kop ka ba shisen shisnam ke St. Edmunds School Shillong kalau penelong dah ke job ke school sports ke basis pasipau bat ke drill display ha ke madan nil aka jong ke school dah ke jing shirham ba ke jing shim benta na ki babon ki school ha ke program ikong san ilalong ikong isa wanda lalu director Department Sports and Youth Affairs Ibala pensulur ki kena pulia bane shimban tajit raham haki kamila kai bat ban penne akijing long renti bat kajing trelang. Hakani ka lumpong yela kai lasaki ka march pass bat ka drill display ka bala penni di kena school ki badai ni ki south ki house jong school. Hadin ki jinga kok ki babon ka makan house kala long kala ado. Kato kani ki way pat ki school ki bale shimban ta hakani ka sngi ki kenthop ya ka Loreto Convent ka Pine Mount ka 7 Set ka Carmel Secondary School Sado ka St Mary's Higher Secondary School ka Kiddies Corner ka Lakekin Girls Higher Secondary School ka Hubert Memorial Higher Secondary School ka BDW International School ka Divine Savior Higher Secondary School Barkasha Foundation Academy. Kidkot jang St Edmunds Past Pupils Association ru kilashim benta. Ladon gijing ako baper kum kajing mare thong masis pa meter nag benta ki kena shenrang bakantai kajing mare saus pa meter relay nang ki waipat. Ladon ru gijing roi bekerpang ke belah penbernya yakinong petkan. Parlok ga ketong ila pois ka bakut ju ketup kubor jengi mentah kejan miet. Saisian pak nak keliang PCN ngi ai kublai ka Easter ke basuk ke bakaman ya pi baro. Kita ada ngene syambiang ha kubai pat kapor na bentak kubai pat kubor na keliang penyor ke news ngi ai kublai pi baro. Masuk.